Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be making the Carousel Gift Box, which is a die from Scrap Diva Designs, and I'm going to start off with showing you how many of each piece that you need. I've got them all die cut ready, and in this video I'm going to be assembling them, and then I've got a bonus video coming tomorrow which is going to be the process of how I decorate my gift box. So I did the base pieces in white and also in pink to add extra strength. So for the base I need the white one, and then I've got an inside liner piece and an outside liner piece just to add some decoration. I'm doing red on the outside and the green holly on the inside of my box. So I need 3 of these. These are for the wall panels. And then I also cut them in pink as well, so I can add them on both sides because this paper is a little bit thinner, so I did want it to be in pink, but I've added the white as well just to add the strength to it. And then this is the base for the lid, so you need 6 of these, but then I've cut 12 in the pink, so I can have them on the inside and the outside just to add that extra bit of colour. Then you need 6 outside pieces, so this is for the top of the lid, and then the green ones there for the inside. You need 6 of each of those. And then the panels, you need 6 for the inside and 6 for the outside. And you get these little trim bits that you can put around the window as well, so I've cut 6 of them to go on the outside of the box. You do also get some different scalloped pieces as well. I haven't used all of them, but you do get some different options in the set. And then you need 6 acetate pieces so you can close your windows, so you can put something inside your box. And then I'm using these little scallop trim bits on the roof, and I did cut 6 of them, but I actually needed 12 because I wanted to put them on the inside as well. So now I'm just moving everything away and I'm going to start getting ready to assemble everything. I mostly use double-sided tape to assemble all, and I use some liquid glue to stick the liner pieces on. But you will see the full process of how I do it. There's a few mistakes that I make and things that I wish I would have done differently, but they're definitely just some tips that I'll keep for next time. So I'll just start off by adding all of the pink layers over the top of my white base. And like I say, this bit here really isn't necessary, it's just because the decorative pieces will leave like gaps, so you'll see a bit of your base layer, and I didn't want it to be white, I really wanted it to be the pink, but the pink just wasn't going to be strong enough by itself. So I'll just go ahead and stick all of them together. This is such a fun die. I think you could use it for so many different things. You could use it as a gift box like it's intended, or you could also use it as a Christmas decoration. It doesn't even have to be for Christmas, it can be for anything really. It would look really nice as a carousel with little horses in the windows. I think I've seen someone make one like that already. If you go on the website, I'll tag the link in the description. If you click on the link to this die, you can see different examples what other people have made with the die as well, which I always love doing. It's also at this point where you need to add your acetate, so I added it on top of the white layer so you can't see it on the pink layer. Wouldn't really make any difference anyway really, because we're still going to add that decorative liner, so that would still cover it up. I just added it in the middle so it's nicely secured inside. And I'm using the red pieces on the outside of my box and the green on the inside. So now that I've got all of those pieces stuck together, I'm just folding all of the crease lines And I'm going to stick these all together using the little glue tabs and make them into one long piece. And I did plan, I'm also just adding them decorative archways on as well. I did plan on adding the inside layers, the liner pieces, once it was all on one long line, but I actually forgot to add them on. So then I had to sort of struggle to add them in once I'd assembled the box. So that was just something I forgot and something I would do differently next time. So if you're planning on making this gift box, I would recommend on adding your liner pieces whilst it's before you've assembled it to your base, but leave your last one off so you can add the closing flap and then have your liner over the top, so the glue flaps aren't over the top of the liners, if you understand what I mean. It's a bit of a tricky thing to explain. And these little archways, these are just a decorative bit, so you can leave them on, you can add them on if you want, or you can put something else on if you want to use like a trim or like a nice ribbon, something like that. But I decided to add them on mine because I think I really like the look of them. I just did them on the outside, I didn't add them on the inside. So I use this thin red double-sided tape. I use this all the time. I'm not sure if it's got like a brand name or anything, but I really like it. You can get it on Amazon, and I also got it in a local craft shop and had it on a really good price, so I stocked it. And you can get it in all different thicknesses as well. This one was the perfect one for these little glue tabs. Before I assemble them, I do my base layer, and for the two decorative layers I just cut the little glue tabs off because we don't need those pieces, we only need the tabs on the base piece, and if I left them on it would make it like really bulky and chunky, and then it'll make it harder to stick together. So I just trim them off and then I glue the decorative pieces onto the base layer. I'm using both the Nouveau glue and also the Barely Arts glue. I just use my Barely Arts glue for things that I need a thin tip for, and then I find if I'm using a lot of glue on a big area, the Nouveau glue is better. So then I need to add the double-sided tape on all of these little pieces that I'm going to attach my windows or walls, whatever you want to call them. So I just take one off at a time and line it up to the bottom piece of the little wall panel. And I loved seeing it come together. Like when I could see at this point, I was getting so excited to see the finished box. And then I've just got my last one to add on. It was at this point where I realised I should have added the liners, and because the base was already attached, I just had to cut off the bottom piece of the liner so it would actually fit on. And then it did annoy me slightly that the little liner piece didn't go right to the bottom, so if you looked underneath you can see, but I'm not sure anyone's really going to be looking underneath, so it's not a big issue. But if you want to be a perfectionist about it, make sure you add your liner pieces on beforehand. saved the last ones to add on afterwards, just so I could check where the glue flaps were going to be. And I think it's at this point I had a huge fight with the box because I was trying to get it to like close and match up perfectly, which for some reason I was having a real struggle with doing, but I think it was just me, and I think I was feeling the pressure of the video, because in a second you'll see that I move it away from the camera, and as soon as I move it away from the camera it magically fits together. And Liam was sitting next to me and I was like, why is it not working? But here we go, I managed to slot it right in once I moved it away. I think I just really needed to get my elbow in there and get it pressed together. And then the last job is to add the inside bits, the liner bits, and then that is the base part all finished, and then it's just the lid left to do. And the lid was really simple and quick to do. The whole thing was really, but the lid especially was even quicker than this bit. I have another carousel die, and that one has so many pieces. I'm definitely going to be using this die from going forward. And I think I did really enjoy making this, so I definitely will be making another one sometime soon. Just a really fun gift box. So that's the base all done, and I'm now moving on to the lid. So I need to add all of those pink pieces on again like I did with the base. So I just glue all of those on. I'll speed it up a little bit so you don't have to watch me stick every single one on in slow motion. I also added the decorative piece for the outside of the lid and the little glitter trim on there as well. I add the inside liner pieces at the end because you need to do it at the end, otherwise you'll have all of the little glue tabs that will be over the top of your liner, so it will be over the top of your decorative piece, so you want to do that one at the end. And I'm just creasing down all of the little fold lines as well. It's going very fast. I wish I could actually do it this fast for the more boring jobs where you're just gluing all the bits down. Be really handy to be able to work this fast. This is on speed 8, so it's 8 times faster than what I was actually doing it, and I was trying to work fast with videoing it. So I'm on to the last one now, and then it's going to be time to add all of the double-sided tape on the little edge pieces so I can stick them together. So then I just stick them together, line up the edges. Or I also realised I needed to stick a little bit of tape on the bottom bit as well, and that really helps you to line it up. I realised that all of the diagonal lines, like, they didn't match up on my lid. I think I must have just cut them random ways on my paper. I didn't think about that when I was die cutting it. But I decorate this with lots of decorations, so you can't tell once it's finished. And then this is the very last piece. And there's a little hole in the centre as well because you're supposed to add a straw in the middle. So it fits on. I was just checking it fits and it fit perfect. So happy with how it's looking at this point. And all was left to do was to decorate the lid, and add the straw decoration. And I came back to the video and did a second part because I had to go out for Sunday's dinner. It was dinner time, so I went out, enjoyed my dinner, and then came back to it. For the straw decoration, I cut these pieces of the wavy tag, which is another die from Scrap Diva Designs. So I glued it on top and added the foam pad so it would make it nice and strong. Added lots of them to layer it up so it was the same height as the straw. And then I actually in the end I decided to glue my straw inside of the lid so it's not something that you can remove. It's just going to stay in there all of the time. I felt like it would just made it a little bit more stable and stronger. And for the scalloped pieces for the inside, I decided to do a gold, which really complemented the green. You do actually get a little flag with this die set as well. It's just a small flag, which I have seen some people use and it looks great. But I just thought because I was decorating this in like a very decorative way, like I wanted to add something a bit more of a bigger feature flag. So I'm just adding on them decorative liner pieces and the gold scalloped piece, and then that's going to be the assembling all finished. Tomorrow I've got a video showing how I decorate my box. I always do Scrap Diva Designs videos on a Friday, but we've got a little bonus video coming tomorrow just showing how I decorate it. It's like part 2 of this video. And I do have a 10% off discount code which you can use for any Scrap Diva Designs dies. So I'll leave that in the description box. And this is actually the last video of the August release dies which I've been working with. I did an unboxing video of all of the August release dies and I've been working my way through every Friday doing a different project with them. So if you haven't seen the other ones, I do have a playlist on my channel where you can go and see all of my Scrap Diva Designs videos in one place. If you have a favourite Scrap Diva Designs die, I would love to hear what it is. I have so many favourites, I don't even think I'll be able to pick a favourite one. But one of my favourites is definitely the Ferris wheel memory decks. Absolutely love that one. I love how it looks with the matching inside on the lid and in the box. I think it looks just very pleasing to look that it's all matching. This is just where I glue it in. I just think it'll make it a little bit stronger because then the flag isn't pulling different ways, it's just stuck in there. And I have seen people cut the straw so it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. I was debating what to do, but in the end I decided to leave it long because it's pressed against the bottom of the box, so again I think it adds stability to it. I like my 3D projects to be as strong and sturdy as possible. And here's my finished gift box. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing the process of how I assembled it, and if you're gonna make one, I hope that you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.